Bonjour, hello, welcome to MaxMountainWorld. Bonjour, hello, and welcome to the MaxMountainWorld Man Cave. What I'm going to voice now is my opinions. What I'm going to show you is fact. The information within, as I describe it, will explain that it is fact. Just to say that my channel on YouTube is not about the mainstream. It's about all the other stuff that happens. The main focus is the job of media, photographers, videographers, you know what I'm saying. What I'm about to do will show you that this is the stuff at the side. I've uncovered something here that is just insane, and what I'm going to do is explain that I have been in confinement here in France for 7 weeks now, and as such what I've done as a psychological exercise to avoid too much anxiety is I only subject myself to the information of what's going on in the world once every 5 days. And what I do is I draw information from the Johns Hopkins University site, like virtually all the world's media does, and I take the numbers, I kind of number crunch it all, and I come up with percentage differences. So the numbers themselves aren't important, they're likely to be all wrong. And I can detect when there's things that aren't right, as such. So as such, I come up with information. Now, I do this every 5 days. Every 5 days at midday, I take the information, I put it onto another computer, and I have a spreadsheet of all the numbers and come up with all the information that I need for me pertaining to the world, to Europe, to France, to UK, where I'm from, Scotland, and to Ireland, where the family's from. If there's something important that pertains to me, I will know about it. I have enough gadgets and media on the go. So anything like that basically is on a need to know basis for me and what I need to know. Otherwise, I'm in here, apart from the odd days shopping, every 2 weeks and stuff like that. That's it, I'm in here. Now I take these figures and afterwards have a look at them, study them, draw my conclusions. Then that 5th day, I can have a look at media stuff, but I don't like watching the news. And what I've done, kind of a sick form of entertainment in a way, is just been watching the battle between the American president and the media stroke governors. Now, everyone's aware of the American president and his state of mental health. What I'm going to show you here is something that I've found out on the other side. So that's one side, and this side I'm going to present to you something which I find is absolutely astonishing. So we all know how one side is lying on a daily basis. Here is how the other side is lying and fabricating. And also I'll talk you through this a little bit. I'll give you a couple of opinions. They're my opinions, that's it, nothing else. And at the point where I suggest you pause this, I would suggest you pause it and have a good look at what I leave on screen and fabricate, come up with your own opinions. When you've done so, watch till the end, and you can share this with people, share it with anyone you want, send it wherever you want, I don't care. This is information that is fact. I took this out of my history files this morning, and the points of note are that figure there, and that figure there, which, if it's not clear, it's a bad light thing that I've done, but it'll come out better later on in the video. Kind of convenient, I think, that United Kingdom takes up more than one line. Now, I took a photograph of this, just it was the easiest way for me to do this. So on to the next one. So on the MSN bulletin today, this is the anchor. She's interviewing this guy who is with them and against this big guy. And they drew the same information from the same source at exactly the same time I did. Now this changes minute by minute. Before, when I've been on this, I've F5'd the page after 1 minute and it's changed a little. So they did it exactly the same time. And again, look at those figures. That one, and that one. Now all of these are photographs of my screen, but that's a zoom in on the actual relevant information, and the same figures, that one, and that one. And this is the page that I drew up on my other computer. The arrows indicate where stuff came from. So obviously that came from there, that came from there, and this lot came from there. And I've indicated what's been changed and what stays the same. And again, it's that figure, and that figure that tells you this was taken at exactly the same time. The other ones, they've been modified. Now, looking at this, the total, that's USA, as you can see, it is relevant. That's USA, you can see it's relevant. That's the sum of the top 5 behind the USA in this chart. Now, the original would have shown that the USA was actually behind the top 5 added together. This one shows that it's more or less the same. Now, the ones that haven't changed are still there. So that one, and just try to keep a steady hand here. And the Turkey one's not relevant because it's not in the top 5. It's the 6th one. But it tells you, again, this was done at exactly the same time. Me in France, this person's media staff in America. And I think the media staff had probably got told to modify this so that those figures would be more or less the same, so that they could probably have a go at the opponent, this big guy, and say, well, look, it's, more or less the same as the top 5. It's about to overtake it. Whatever, I don't know. But have a look at what's changed here. And if you look at the first 2 are the same, look at the second one here, which is, let me just have a wee look. That one there is the Germany figure, which has been dropped a fair bit. Then you have a look at this one, which is the UK figure, which has been dropped quite a bit. Their own figure's been dropped quite a bit as well. And then you look at the France figure, which has been dropped enormously. Now, what's going on there? I really don't know. Now, these numbers have been actually crossed over a bit because they're in a slightly different order. They've changed the numbers, so they've made them in a different order. Whether that's relevant or not, I don't know. But really, at this point, I would suggest that you pause and then continue with the video once you've had a look and drawn your own opinions and decided your own decisions on it all. So that's what I found. A bizarre coincidence in the timing that led me to discover something that just isn't right. Okay, so one side is the big guy who's lying. All the other side is all lying and fabricating stuff. The whole thing. If it wasn't such a sad and serious situation, it would be funny, but it's not. And really, I just wish the Americans would get a grip and stop it. Or when I say the Americans, the American media and you know who. So anyway, that's all I'll say on that. Make your own minds up. Place any comments below. Share it with people. If you like the video, maybe not the content, but if you like the video, then click on the like thing below. Don't forget, you can always subscribe down there as well. When you have subscribed, you have the option to click the notification bell. The notification bell puts you onto an option. Click all and you'll be notified of future videos from Max Mountain World. Thanks very much for watching. Ciao.